Imagine being a child in foster care. While trying to develop an understanding of the world around you, you're expected to withstand separating from your family. You constantly question the stability of your life and who you can trust in this situation. You might be separated from siblings or have to transition into several homes. You feel alone, abandoned, and do not know where to turn. When I think of the future of our society, I believe it rests on the endeavors of our younger generations. If we hope to accomplish positive change in the coming years, we must ensure the ones responsible are not negatively impacted by the systemic downfalls. After experiencing my own complexities with the child welfare system, I developed a personal interest in the pressing issues. I have thoroughly researched various efforts that commit operations to minimizing trauma towards our vulnerable youth. I want to explore specific works towards child advocacy by distinguishing the issues at hand, the organization's priorities to improve child welfare outcomes, and the simple ways we can contribute to the cause. But first, we must address the problem if we are to find the right solution. Increased demands have child welfare systems overwhelmed due to various societal issues. The Department of Human Services Adoption and Foster Care Analysts and Reporting System showed, on average, there are about 424,000 children in foster care on any given day in the United States. In 2019, over 672,000 children spent time in foster care. In 2018, Maryland alone reported to have almost 4,000 children in their child welfare system. Consequently, foster care agencies are unable to aid children to its fullest potential. The National Association of Social Workers state the recommended caseload is between 12 and 15 children or families per worker. However, the average caseload for a child welfare worker is between 24 and 31 children or families, but it can range anywhere from 10 to 100 children or families per worker. The CQ researcher also reported the contributing issues including budget cuts to social services funds, lack of foster families available, and difficulties to find permanent homes. The youth in foster care are most vulnerable to everlasting effects from traumatic events. Many children wait in foster care for years, facing multiple transitions until exiting or aging out of the system. American Association for the Positive Care of Children explains studies showing displacement and instability cause a unique set of emotional, social, and financial and academic challenges. The University of Chicago research showed in 2019 more than 20,000 young people aged out of the foster care without permanent families. And those who leave care without being linked to forever families have a higher likelihood than youth in general population to experience homelessness, unemployment, and incarceration as adults. The turmoil of these outstanding issues have called for outside forces to intervene. Fortunately, there is an organization committed to changing typical systematic functions and improving child satisfaction. The court-appointed special advocates and guardian ad litem. The information found on the website describes in 1976, Seattle juvenile court judge David Sukup was facing a dilemma. He did not have enough information to confidently come to a decision that could be life-changing for a 3-year-old girl who had suffered from child abuse. It was determined abused and neglected children needed a trusted advocate in the courtroom to communicate their best interests. Their mission states, the National Court-Appointed Special Advocates Association, together with state and local members, programs, supports and promotes court-appointed volunteer advocacy so every child who has experienced abuse or neglect can be safe, have a permanent home, and the opportunity to thrive. Court-appointed special advocates volunteers is appointed by a judge and stays with the case until it is closed, and when the child is in secure, stable home. Volunteers dedicate themselves to learn, engage, and represent a sense of reliability with the child. They work with all legal and child welfare professionals necessary to provide accurate and helpful information in order to ensure knowledgeable decisions for the child's best interests. The organization delivers additional support to reach healthy resolutions for the children at stake. Volunteers are different than social workers, attorneys, and others working with children in court. Since they work with a small number of children at a time, they are able to devote genuine time and efforts to each case. The national network has 948 organizations and local programs that operate in 49 states. In 2019, their programs had about 97,000 volunteers and helped change the lives of nearly 277,000 children. With understanding efforts, we can visualize firsthand results of these programs. Improving the outcomes of children in foster care system will contribute to positive societal change for future generations. Martha Gershon and Claire Terrebonne released research reporting a child with a court-appointed advocate has significantly less placements than a child without one. A child with the help of a volunteer is less likely to re-enter the system and consistently prove re-entries have been reduced by half. Children and youth that work with a court-appointed special advocate report significantly higher levels of hope linked with numerous positive outcomes such as academic success, overall well-being, increases in self-control, positive social relationships, and optimism. Now that we see the present changes happening, we can move forward. Our future generations are at risk because child welfare services may fall short to provide healthy resolutions. However, with vigorous efforts made by the court-appointed special advocates at organization, barriers in the system can be overcome and provide positive outcomes for vulnerable youth. Instead of continuing the damaging cycle of systemic failures, children with experiences in foster care can challenge status quo and enjoy a flourishing future. There are countless opportunities to join the cause. One can become a volunteer themselves or donate funds to the program. As a young mother and a college student, I am able to just get by with a 40-hour work week, 4 classes, and managing motherhood. I can understand the difficulties when trying to find any time or financial ability to contribute to a charitable foundation. But just by joining the email list, you are one more person willing to stay informed on related issues. If you're able to, the organization made it easy to participate in their Walk, Run, Thrive fundraiser. Anyone can choose their own day, time, and pace to log in and share their participation. Also, many use Amazon for practically all shopping needs. By shopping at smile.amazon.com, they will donate 0.5% of eligible purchases to your favorite charitable organization, which could be this one. No fees, no extra costs, and a convenient way to donate. Thank you very much.